Hi everyone, it's Mitch, and it is Sunday, March 31st, 2019, here with your free live show. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, we do free picks on this show every day. Our best bets, always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as picksandparlays.net. So hopefully you guys are having a nice morning and ready to get rolling once again. Definitely could feel college basketball winding down. It's not quite the way that NFL football, when we know it's the last Monday night football game or something, always super depressing, right? But it's definitely getting there. We know that the summer's coming in. It's just going to be primarily baseball. We still have NBA season to wind down over the next week, and then we'll have NBA playoffs, which are awesome, and of course NHL playoffs, which even if you don't like hockey, is some of the most exciting sports that you'll see. It's always the most exciting stuff. Of course, we're giving away these free t-shirts. I haven't announced them. I'll be making a post. I haven't done a post in a couple days, so I'll go back and I'll cover the last few days. But, of course, we do free picks every single day. Our best bets always over at Sports Chat Experts and picksandparlays.net. We had a good premium day yesterday. Of course, we don't like to look back. We like to just look forward. Certainly don't win every day. We don't even win every week or every month. But certainly win a lot more than we lose, and that's really the goal of everything. Certainly don't claim to win them all. I've never said that. We let the other guys do that. Talk about how great they are, how easy it's going to be if you just use their picks. Yet to see one of those guys come through. When it happens, you guys let me know. Joseph Urban wants to use my show to give out his picks, so he will no longer be part of our show. Goodbye. Of course, Joe has plenty of places where he could post his picks. Of course, that's what our Facebook groups are for. So we have a poll going on each day in the Sports Chat Place group, where we try and get a consensus. Everyone votes as to what game they like the best. We don't throw in those like minus 375 games or anything like that. We just use picks that normal people would bet. So we have all sorts of games available. I think there's like 25 or 30. There's not. I guess today was the day where everything worked, because I think what the person who does it, I think it's. Let me just take a quick look at exactly how this poll works, since I'm talking about it. The way the poll works is Brian posts it, and basically he says that he posts anything over minus 200 will post his run line. And then you just go in and you click on the one that you like. So far today, the top play in there is the Phillies. But a lot of time left to vote. I didn't vote on that one, of course. I voted in the poll, but I'm never going to take a favorite. Let's see if we can go through the entire season if my votes in the poll will not be a favorite. I think I can do it. How about you guys? You guys go in there and vote. Of course, hit the like button if you're watching this and the thumbs up and all that kind of good stuff. Costs you nothing, but helps us a ton. Definitely encourages me to continue to do the show. And, of course, be giving out free T-shirts for a while. And I think what happens is that, when you have a giveaway like the free T-shirts, there's a frenzy at first, and then, kind of lull. And then when I stop doing it, people, that's when everybody wants them. So I've gone to posting them like every other day. Anyways, it's mailing these things out and everything is a pain. But if you don't want to go through what it takes to win a T-shirt and you want to buy a T-shirt, you can do that as well. So, you can just email me, Mitch@sportschatplace.com, and I'll tell you how you could buy a t-shirt if you don't want to go through the steps to win one. But anyways, let's get rolling. We got a lot of action today. Let's go to college hoops. Boy, yesterday my free picks in the college hoops were lousy. I gave out both unders in the free picks, and both the games went over. But, of course, one of them was overtime. It didn't matter. And the other one came right down to the end. I knew once they got into the foul game at the end in the Texas Tech game that we were dead on our under. But in the premium area, I had both winners on the games. I had Texas Tech and Virginia. But we got Auburn against Kentucky. These two teams have played each other a bunch this season. They played each other twice. Kentucky won them both. Of course, Auburn missing their best player for this one. We know that. The total's set at 141.5, but I like the over. Both these teams can score, and both these teams run the court. Both teams are fast. Auburn has been beating teams by getting out fast, and they're going to try and do the same thing here. Kentucky, this team, like I said at the beginning, this team, if it was a track meet, they'd win every single game. I like the over in the Kentucky-Auburn game. It is 141.5. Of course, we do free picks on this show every single day. Our best bets at Sports Chat Experts and PicksandParlays.net. You can use this code RED15. Get 15% off at Sports Chat Experts and PicksandParlays.net. Of course, the discount code does not apply. The premium area, it only works at Sports Chat Experts. Still, the premium area is a hell of a good deal. That's why thousands and hundreds of thousands of people have done it. But, of course, the experts, those picks are guaranteed. If you don't win, then you get account credit. You can use it for another pick. Hopefully, of course, you just win and you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Let's get to the NBA. Tons of games today. Of course, the playoffs right around the corner. This Milwaukee Bucks against Atlanta Hawks game looks so easy on paper. Boy, if you just see Bucks versus Hawks, it's simple, right? But the freak, is he going to play? He exited the previous game. DiVincenzo, of course, out for the season. Snell, half the Bucks are not playing. And then Atlanta, Bazemore is questionable. Prince is questionable. Dedmon's out. It's like this is just the walking wounded in this game. It's that point of the season in the NBA, and this is what you get when we look at the standings. And this is usually a pretty good indication as to how important these games are for people. The Bucks have pretty much wrapped up the top seed, not just in the NBA, not just in the Eastern Conference, but in the entire NBA. The best record overall. I would expect that they don't care as much. I know everyone cares and all that stuff. It's I always say that there's not a professional athlete that plays a game that doesn't care. There's tons of other people that would love to take their job. But I think in this one, I think they're going to err to the side of caution, the Bucks. They have a lot more to play for next week. No reason to believe that they're going to push it here. I'm going to take the Atlanta Hawks +7. I honestly even think that the Greek Freak may play here, but I think he's going to be limited. I'm going to take the Hawks +7. That'll be my second pick for today's show. Of course, we do free picks on this show every single day. We have free picks on every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Of course, our best bet, of course, is sportschatexperts.com as well as picksandparlays.net. So we have word here that the Freak is out for this game. So we got the Hawks +7. We already took it. I think the line's going to probably drop to 5. So run, don't walk. My guess is that if you don't have it, it's probably might be a little too late. Good morning, Lamont, Frank, Stacy, Joe. I send everybody a little note with the T-shirts. When I sent them out, I sent Joe Finney a note that I'm sure he appreciated a ton, talking about how much I hate his teams. And so I believe I mentioned specific players on those teams that I hate the most. Tom Brady. was one of them. I'm not sure if I mentioned Mookie Betts or not. Those of you that haven't been with us for all that long, last year on my live show in my Major League Baseball preview, I said that this is why I don't play fantasy baseball. I said Mookie Betts would hit closer to 200 than to 300. That was what I said. He won the MVP. It's like, I'm like, this is why I don't play fantasy, because Mookie Betts, he had regressing stats. And everyone's talking about Mookie, and like his stats were just not that good heading into last year. And all of a sudden, he really had a career year. He won the MVP. His team won the World Series. It was like kind of just all collapsed right on me. But hey, this is what I do. If you don't have an opinion and make a pick, then what the hell is it? I know a lot of people like to pick the games after they're over. They post their tickets after the game is over in our Facebook group. Hey, check out this pick. Game's over. How is that? What is this? You're awesome. Awesome pick. I mean, what do you want me to say? I don't even understand it. Wow, that was a great pick. It's like, where's all the rest of the tickets? I'll tell you, if you walk into any sports book across, down the street or across the street or anything like that here in Vegas, and you look down at the floor, there's zillions of losing tickets there. I never see you rarely see people posting those, right? It's like only how they won. It's like they could have had a stack of tickets like this, and then, they had one in there. Oh, look, I won. I don't get it, but such is life. That's why I never talk about yesterday. I only talk about today. And let's get to another free pick. I like the Thunder against the Mavs. The Thunder have been playing not very good of late. And let's call it what it is. They've been terrible. But at the same time, the Mavericks have been terrible on the road all season. So this is a pretty big game for the Thunder. They are now down to the 8th spot in the NBA, in the Western Conference playoffs, but they're tied with the Spurs. So just both these teams have a lot to play for today. I mean, they're both going to be in the playoffs. That's not the factor, but it's seeding. Would you rather play the Nuggets or the Warriors? And both these teams actually have a shot at the Clippers. They're only one game back in the loss column, to the Clippers, and 2 games back to the Jazz. So both these teams could the Thunder could wind up in 5th place if they play their heart out, which they haven't done for a while now. It's amazing that teams competing for the playoffs, yet they're 4-6 straight up in their last 10 games. It's just not a good sign. When you look at the top teams in the Western Conference, the playoff teams, the Warriors, who have not been the Warriors this season, right? But they're 6-4 in their last 10, so winning in their last 10 heading into the playoffs. The Nuggets 8-2, the Rockets 7-3, the Blazers 8-2, the Jazz 9-1, the Clips 8-2, the Spurs 7-3, and then you look at the Thunder 4-6. This is a must-win game for them, or else they're looking at the 8th spot and playing the Warriors in the first round. Mavericks just 2-8 in their last 10 games. They've lost 2 in a row straight up. Just 15-31 against Western Conference teams, and of course that abysmal 7-31 record on the road. Even worse news for the Mavericks. They did that massive trade in season for Porzingis, and now he's accused of rape in New York. So it's possible that he might never even play again. He might be going to what they call the joint. I'm going to take the Thunder here. We're going to lay a big number. That's our 3rd pick for today's show. Of course, our best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com Premium Plus, as well as picksandparlays.net. At Sports Chat Experts, you can use the code RED15. And Picks and Parlays, use the code RED15. Sportschatplace.com Premium Plus, already discounted. You don't even need a discount code. Of course, we're giving away these free t-shirts. I haven't announced the winners for the last 2 days. I'm going to do it right after this show. I'm going to post it up. Like I said, this is my last day in Vegas. So tomorrow's show, tomorrow's show is probably just going to be on YouTube. and it's going to be probably a little late. Let me see, 7. It's going to be early. It's going to be probably closer to 10 o'clock or 10:30 Eastern time, and it's just going to be on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you don't know where that is, I'll post it. So if you don't know where the YouTube channel is, well, you should be able to find it. That's for sure. It's called Sports Chat Place, the biggest and best free pick site. Anyways, let's get to another free pick. We'll head to Major League Baseball. So yesterday I gave out the Pittsburgh Pirates as a premium pick, and the game got rained out. I'm going right back on it. Sonny Gray had a really nice spring training for the Reds. But Trevor Williams is just one of those guys for the Pirates that just never gets a lot of credit, and there's always a ton of value on him. Of course, we know that the Reds, that they have kind of sort of a revamped roster. They got rid of, boy, what was his name? The Homer Bailey, who was sitting on a $25 million contract. They got rid of him, and they got Yasiel Puig and Matt Kemp. Are two of the players that they got in return. So, definitely a little bit of oomph in the lineup, even though Kemp's, about 100. Aside from that, though, the Reds have done some nice things, and one of the things was pick up a guy like Sonny Gray. The thing is, the Pirates are the better team. I know that they've lost a couple players as well, but Trevor Williams is pretty good. And, the first game between these two was a dogfight, and I expect this one to be a dogfight as well. I'm going to take the Pirates. Yeah, Frank, if you have picks, the place to put those is in our Facebook group. I don't know. Should I just get a sign? I mean, do you guys want me to put a graphic up on the screen that says that? I mean, if you have a pick, and also that picks will be recapped at the end of the show. I'll just put, I'm just going to put a graphic up next time. We'll just have the whole screen with graphics saying the picks will be recapped at the end of the show. If you want to post your picks, post them in our Facebook group. I'm not sure why people find that so difficult. And of course, hit the like button. Of course, we want to see your picks, but there's a place for you to do that. Anyways, we do free picks every single day on this show. Of course, free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. And tomorrow, like I said, the show will only be on YouTube. I'm traveling tomorrow. It's my last day in Vegas today. I'll be doing it from the Los Angeles airport. So it's whatever time my flight arrives. It says that my flight arrives at 7:05 LA time, and then my flight for Maui leaves at 8:05 LA time. So the show will probably be about 15 minutes or 45 minutes to a half hour early tomorrow. And I'm going to guess closer to that 45 minutes early. So it's probably going to be around 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. You can watch the replay on YouTube. If I have time, I'll post the YouTube video into the Facebook group and on the Facebook page. I'm just looking around through the different channels, seeing what everybody has to say. Robert Boudreaux said the joint might be better than the Knicks. That's pretty funny. Yeah, my picks for the Elite Eight are are at Sports Chat Experts. You can purchase that individually. You can use the code RED15, or you could get them at sportschatplace.com premium. They're both just in the regular premium, not in the plus. So you can get them either way. But that's where my picks are. Of course, we do free picks on every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com and picksandparlays.net underneath the free picks tab. Kind of like the Twins here against the Indians. I thought that they kind of beat themselves yesterday. I don't know. That game, it was like, I thought the Twins had every chance to win it, and then they kind of let it get away from them. But I'm going to take the Twins here. You know, when Michael Pineda was on the Yankees, it seemed every game he was like one of those minus 190 guys. And I just hated him up in that range. I was just like, there's no way I'm laying minus 190 on Michael Pineda. But at minus 105, I can. So I'll take the Twins at minus 105. I think that this time of year, starting pitcher has a lot less to do with what happens in these games than, we saw it in the Cubs game yesterday against the Rangers. Of course, the Rangers were my dog of the day. We saw that yesterday as the Rangers were just pecking. Couldn't get the runs across the plate till finally they just started smacking the Cubs around. And I'll tell you what, nothing for me tops off a great day of sports like watching the Cubs lose a heartbreaker. And they suck. Matter of fact, they suck so bad. We'll take Texas Rangers again. Cole Hamels. Remember when he was on the Rangers? He lost about 100 games in a row at home. He's back in Texas. Let's make it 101. Take Lance Lynn here in the Texas Rangers. Lance Lynn was born with runners on the base paths. He's one of those guys that seems to always be in trouble. It's always self-created, and he always seems to have the bases loaded, but that's his comfort zone. That's where he pitches at his best. And, of course, Cole Hamels, we know where he doesn't pitch at his best. That's in Texas, where he was horrific at home. One of the worst home pitchers. I think the streak that he went through, it was just last season, right? The streak that he went through at home was probably one of the worst home streaks in the history of baseball. He was so bad in Texas. I'm going to take the Texas Rangers plus 110. I think Hamels gets absolutely shellacked like he always does in Texas. What are the odds you give us one free premium pick today? The odds are 0%. That's the odds. The odds are 0. Not going to happen. I think that the premium picks, when it comes to the premium picks or whatever, if that's your thing, then you can buy them. It's like if you can afford to bet on sports, then you can afford less than $1. You can afford like 25 cents a pick, which is what it comes to for a premium membership. If you can't afford 25 cents, then it's not for you. And if you can't afford $1, then you shouldn't be betting. Honestly, you should not be betting. It's just, that's just a personal thing. It has nothing to do. I don't care. I don't need the money. The premium area was created by you guys. You guys are the ones. Everything used to be free at sportschatplace.com, and you guys said, you create an area to put your best bets. We'll pay you for it. I was like, no one's going to pay for that. They said, oh, yeah, we will. Thousands of people paid for it. I was shocked. And then they're like, well, what's the best of the best one? You should create another area. I said, all right. So so I created the Premium Plus. Anyways, Mark's time at Sports Chat Place is winding down. But, man, we have really appreciated his time at Sports Chat Place over the years. I'm ready to cry, actually, man. It's like, seriously, I'm going to try and get him to stick around, but I don't think it's going to happen. He's retiring, and Mark he's been part of us forever. So he will be missed. He just sent me an email that he got a Sports Chat Place shirt, and he wears it to the casino. He said he gets so many people that come up to him and say, I know that site. But, man, we've appreciated everything that Mark has done over the years. That's for sure. I don't know, if you guys read the free site and how long you've been reading our free site or anything like that, but Mark has been with us for 9 years. That's crazy. A lot of guys have been with us. Most of the guys that work on the site have been with us for a long time, but with Mark leaving, we're going to need a college football writer and an NHL writer and a college basketball writer. So if anyone writes sports and sports predictions, email me with your writing sample at mitch@sportschatplace.com. And like I said, the most popular ones that people contact me to write: college football, NFL football, Major League Baseball, these sports. this is the stuff that Mark covered. So we try not to have too many people on the site. I like guys that stay around for a long time. Mark is definitely one of those guys. We appreciate everything he's done for us over the years. He's going to be impossible to replace, but we definitely need another person, especially when football rolls around. Anyways, no, I'm not going to say my favorite free pick first. It's not going to happen. We don't rank our free picks. The best bets are at sportchatexperts.com and sportchatplace.com premium plus and picksandparlays.net. Not sure how difficult that is. If I loved it, that's where it would be. If I really, really like the pick, that's where it will be. I really like today's dog of the day. I'll tell you that much. I really, really like today's dog of the day. I bet it myself. I like the A's against the Angels. I just think that they're a scrappier team. I just think that they're a tougher team. I think that, the A's the other night when they blew the lead late, I think it'll be them getting leads late a lot more often than them blowing leads late. So I'm going to take the A's here against the Angels. The Angels, I know they have Mike Trout, but it always just seems that it's him and everybody else. The Angels always are. So I think that's what's wrong with them. It seems that they only have one or two guys that they can count on in that lineup. You can't win like that. You can't win with one guy. It just can't happen. Unless you have a pitcher that can pitch every day, that can throw a million miles an hour. We'll do one more pick, and then we'll call it a day. I'm going to take the Cardinals here with Michael Wacha against the Brewers. They're mild dog. We're seeing some pretty tame lines today, I think, because we're getting to that part of the rotation. So the lines are a lot tamer than what we've seen in recent days. But we'll take the Cards. Wacha has been, he's never really became that pitcher that the Cardinals had hoped he would be. He's never became that pitcher that most thought he would be. So we're getting value on him here. The Brewers this is a team that made it to the playoffs last year. They beat the snot out of a lot of teams in the process. The thing is, I don't love this starter for the Brewers. I think when you move these relievers to the starting role, this Corbin Burns, you kind of get what you get. He had, his numbers on the surface are impressive. 7-0 last season, but the Brewers hit late. He had a 2.61 ERA, pitched in 30 games. He only pitched 38 innings. So this is not a guy that goes deep into games. It means he throws a lot of heat with 35 strikeouts in 38 innings. But it also means that it also means that he hasn't gone very far that we've been able to see it. Only 11 walks, 11 earned runs, and of course he's given up 4 dingers. But anyways, I like the Cards in this one, and I think they end up leveling this series against the Brewers. But anyways, let's recap everything for today. We took over 141.5 in the Kentucky-Auburn game. We took the Atlanta Hawks +7, the Thunder -11.5, Twins -10.5, Texas Rangers +110, A's -115, and the Cardinals -105. I also took the Pirates. It's not listed on here, but I took the Pirates +115. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, special time, YouTube only, 10:15 a.m. from LAX.